Greetings, community.
We are
1, 2,
Comic Talk.
and we have a lot of books.
We have books that are a month old at this point. We got another shipment coming.
We're going to be opening up more very soon.
Like in a week or so. Man. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and get right to it. We appreciate everyone that it cruised on through on the rewind. And yeah, we're going to show you books on books on books.
Starting with...
Hey, I didn't order this. Really. What happens is sometimes when I get orders, they give us free stuff. This was free stuff. Like an ash can free comic-y thing. I don't know. Look forward to checking it out. Even says free right there on the bottom.
Yeah, Kaya.
New readers? I'm a new reader. An old reader. I'm just a reader. Look at what we got. One.
We got
2.
some covers that I personally really wanted.
The cool thing is this is going to be, I believe, the 1 in 100. Very similar to this. What you see will be the 1 in 100 when Marvel Rivals come out as a series, which would be what? At this point, we're only looking about another month and a half away.
Oh, it's actually going to come out in paper?
Yeah, not in plastic and not on just virtual.
Yeah, finally. I've not been wanting to sub up to the Marvel Rivals. Hey, Kenneth. Sub up to the Marvel, I think it's Unlimited or something like that. And what that is essentially a subscription to read all the Marvel comics, like every issue, basically anything Marvel you could read online as long as you have the subscription. But I am not willing to pay for it just to read Marvel Rivals. But I'm glad it's going to come out in paper, so I don't have to.
And I already pre-ordered it, so.
Hey.
Yeah. So, all right. Spider-Boy, issue number 15, cover 8. I've been really loving this series. I can't get enough. And now that we got, after issue number 12, we have the first appearance in there, full appearance of Spider-Girl. And now we're going to get a series coming out in just a couple months. I believe that's the cover B. I really been digging this series. I can't get enough. And I'm going to see Dan Slott really, really soon. So hopefully he'll be signing a whole bunch of books for me yet again. That's the cover C. Nice looking feet. So you know Liefeld didn't do it at all. Yeah, these are really not only really cool covers, but really cool stories. I really been digging Spider-Boy. And we're now, 17 issues deep? And I don't even remember.
Classic thing.
Yeah, that's what is considered. There's a bunch of classic Fantastic Four covers coming out right now. So I actually last month, so that's one of them. We know we have a lot of books, so we'll try to fire through them.
Spider-Boy.
Again, this is still like cover D now for Spider-Boy, and this is a bullseye cover. Oh, this is actually F. And I do want to get some more artwork done, and that's one of the characters I want to get done on a Spider-Boy book. Is Bullseye. Yeah, I really like that. That's an iconic cover and homage. So I have read all the way up to it's 16A, by the way. I think I've read up to 17. I have to go through everything. Yeah, I'm caught up.
We got Spider-Boy.
Again, this is still issue number 16, and this is the Torch version that they were doing all last month.
Oh, he almost looks like the Human Torch.
Yeah, so I mean, it's what they are, Human Torch versions.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I am that far behind, so I've been doing all the A covers and all the Scotty Young covers. So here's 60. I know they're already issue number 69. So here's 66. I am very behind. Like I said, also, we're gonna get another box coming.
Scotty Young.
And I've been getting all the death versions. What is it? The 8 deaths. So I've been getting all the 8 death versions of
Spider-Man.
The books. Yeah.
This is another one. 67.
So these are the cover A. So what I've been doing,
that's a cool cover because it's got magic on it.
Well, and he's now had to take over the work for both Doctor Strange and Doom, because Strange gave up his powers of Sorcerer Supreme to Doom. to help during the blood hunt. And now that Doom has ran away with the powers, Doom don't want to do the fighting that he has to do kind of annually, and Strange can't do it. So Doom made Peter Parker his herald, his proxy in this whole fight. And it's been really, I've really been enjoying it. And it turns out to be a setup for the upcoming series coming out. So again, this is the 8 deaths. Now we have a Venom Frog.
Venom Frog. This is
Like from the movie. You haven't got to see the movie. There's a Venom
no.
Frog. All right, now, like I said, all the way up to 68. And I do know we're already at as far as 69. And then there's the quicksand version of his death. Been digging all the Scotty Young stuff. Yeah, and the Miles has been awesome. It's been none short of just freaking beautiful in the sense of we got consistent writing. Ziegler has been doing just an awesome job, and the artwork has been none short of just perfect to match what Cody's been doing. So I've really been enjoying that series. Same thing. I just went deep, just got more than one. I thought I was specking on this thing, and I'm trying to remember why. Maybe when I get into the story, I'll remember.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
This has really been fun. Also, the fact that, you get the two best Spider-Man, in my opinion, gearing up together, but also what you get is you got Electro and Electro fighting one another to see who's going to be Electro. Then they end up teaming up. It's pretty cool. Eddie Brock Venom issue number 1 was just brilliant. I ended up reading it. It was really a great representation of a whole new direction that they're going with the symbiote relationship story. So the fact that they are truly dependent upon one another makes it really, really interesting.
Got the sketch.
Yeah, I got over, I don't know, maybe boxes of sketch variants. And that's my goal this year, is to try to get a bunch of artwork done. Doom Academy, you should know 1. Have read it, loved it. I may be only showing you guys these books now, but that doesn't mean I haven't read them. This is a good setup for this whole Doom Academy thing. I know it's 5-issue mini. And I can't wait to just keep reading more. I've really been enjoying this whole Doom story. One World Under Doom is 9.
Well,
Doom Academy is 5, yeah.
Even in Marvel Rivals, he's supposed to be the ongoing villain, I guess. That there's apparently 2 Dooms because of some multiversal, it brought 2 Dooms. And so they're both trying to take out the entire timeline.
Oh, no shit. We got issue number 1, One World Under Doom. I did read it. I did enjoy it. I like how it's setting up. This is a 9-issue mini. What it does fall in line with is when we get to the Ultimate storyline with when the Ultimate Maker, comes out. Those 2 storylines are going to have crescendos around the same time, which is not only going to kill me monetarily, but it's going to be really awesome reading when it comes to the end of the year.
This is a cool cover.
If my accounts are correct, this is the first appearance of this whole Doom Rex thing. So I don't know. I think it's cool. I had to get it. Yeah, it is a cool cover. Doom Rex.
Doom Rex.
And there we are. The whole Blade series. This is, in my opinion, the only ones that need to be red band. Blade and the Blood Hunt, where it all started with the red band stuff. I've really been enjoying it, and I really believe that it works out when you go ahead and do a red band with something that's vampiric.
Blade's probably going to be the next character in Rivals.
Oh, really? So are you guys still waiting on? There's not a Blade yet? Oh, wow.
But he's being teased.
Spirit of Vengeance. Really been enjoying this series, and I can't get enough. There's been a whole lot of Ghost Rider stories that have been coming out, and in my opinion, all of them have been really good. So, yeah, Xavier Pirzada has just been killing it with the series, and I've really been enjoying it. Wolverine is another one I've been digging. I only got to read issue number 1. I touched on issue number 2. I really like the direction that it's going. And yeah, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. You know, you throw some flames and you throw a bunch of, you know, basically what this is, they weaponized spirits and they're throwing them into soldiers. So that's what we're getting with this Wolverine story. And it's been really, really cool. And the Hell Hunters. Now, this is a really good and interesting storyline. It's been coexisting along with this whole Wolverine storyline in the sense of when they've been releasing, but in no way are they tied together. I was hoping that at the end somehow they would run across one another, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Though we do get an appearance of some cool characters, you know, all the way back to just post World War II, I think, or maybe we're during the World War II. We get a Ghost Rider character, so it's been really cool.
Galactus transforms Spider-Gwen.
I've been reading all these
what ifs
with Galactus, and I've been enjoying every single one of them. I've already read this. I really dig it. I've been getting all the design covers with them, and yeah, it's just fun reading.
Yeah, the what ifs with Galactus are fun.
The Rogue is the one I haven't really read yet. So I read Gambit, I read Spider-Gwen. I have not read Rogue. And I really enjoyed all of them. I wasn't really have any expectations when I read these what ifs because I don't take them seriously. I just take them as some just, you know, what if fun.
Ultimate Wolverine 2.
Now, this is the Ultimate Wolverine issue number 1's introduction was just nothing short of just, I mean, I was shocked. The fact of how they're flipping certain titles to certain individuals and their how heavy they come across and what kind of. So this, my understanding is there's a couple of tests just to see how rad this weapon is with the Wolverine. And I think everyone's rather impressed. I'm looking forward to getting into it because I've only heard rumors of what it's about. So can't wait to get into it.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Which has been the first Ultimates in this Ultimate universe. This was the first character that we saw get transformed into a Spider-Man in this new Ultimate universe because the maker withheld everybody's powers to go ahead and manipulate the universe into what he wanted it to be. So this was, and still is, my favorite of the Ultimates that's out right now in the Ultimate Spider-Man.
And the Ultimates.
Which, in my opinion, is my second favorite and explains the most about what's going on so far with all this Ultimate stuff transpiring. This actually brings everything together and it gives us some type of semblance of what's going, you know, of the understanding of what this timeline is supposed to be and how it's supposed to transpire and when and who it's affecting.
Infinity Watch.
Now, this is one I'm still wrapping my head around. I'm liking the power of death, and I've been liking how everyone's power is working. It's just amazing how no one can really work together still. But it's been good. The writing's been good, and I really have been enjoying it.
Another Infinity Watch?
Yeah, this was, I believe, supposedly like a spoiler cover or something. Yeah, I haven't got into it. Like I said, I don't know.
All new Venom.
I've been digging this all new Venom stuff. How it's supposed to be a mystery to figure out who the host is and how this is all working out. I believe it's been a ruse. They're actually giving us false clues on who it's supposed to be. I kind of narrowed it down to who I believe it is. Kid Venom, finally, issue number 4. This finishes it out, and it only took him almost 2 years. Seriously, since the introduction that we've got to this character. It's almost tiring.
Power Man Timeless.
This is really an interesting story that I really had no expectations of. Though I know the writers and I know what to expect of them. So this was also a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to keep reading into this. It was just going to be a one issue, you know, see how it is. But after meeting with Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, and Bernard Chang, having signed in my books and reading these things, yeah, I'm hooked. They got me, those guys.
Incredible Hulk.
Which has been a series I've been really enjoying. And mostly because of the character Charlie that he's been hanging out with. and his relationship with her. And now that she has to negotiate a whole new world and a whole new body, wearing the skin of a Lycan has really been tying in a dynamic I've never thought I'd see with this character.
Immortal Thor.
Which I'm trying to hold on to. The story is, all right, I get it. Everything's about the wheel, but we've gotten 6 issues now about this thing, and I'm trying to figure out what it's. There has to be an end game with this, seriously. And I'm not able to figure it out.
Grim 21.
This I've been loving. The fact that this girl holds a responsibility and a power that she never wanted, and now that she's seen all hell break loose, well, now she has to maintain a power that it was forced upon her just to save all of us. So it's been a pretty cool story.
Got like a horror story.
Yeah, this is Exorcism at 1600 pen. Story about the president's daughter, his house, the White House, her daughter, everything's being taken over. And she's not only trying to negotiate her family issues, but that of the world and in the United States. This is a story by, what's her name? Hannah Rose May. She's an actress, writer, and not only is a real nice person, but just writes really interesting stuff.
Got Nightclub 2. This is issue 5.
5? Yeah. I think it's a 6-issue mini. The fact that all these characters are getting taken out in this storyline and they made it through the big game still just floors me. And I'm really not happy. I am not happy.
Gotcha, man.
And I'm loving the story anyways. Gotcha, man. Issue number 6. I really been loving the story of these scientific space battlers, saving us from these invaders from another plane and existence. And it's just been bringing back a lot of really cool childhood memories in a way that's just far exceeds anything that was told in the past. This story is really, really awesome.
Feral issue 10. Speaking
of awesome, Tony Fleeks and Tone Rodriguez and Trish Forstner are just doing such a marvelous job. They first was introduced to me when they're doing the Stray Dog stuff, and this is an ongoing series of just nothing short of miraculous and stupendous and suspenseful writing and art. I am so tied into this thing, and it's every time I turn another page, a lot of times I'm just so freaked out. I've just been loving this series.
Got World Tree.
Yeah, this has been not a very consistent book, but a really awesome one. I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Yeah, here we are, issue number 13. It's been inconsistent and really consistently fun and enjoyable. So, yeah, I do recommend it for those adult readers, especially those who believe in conspiracy theories.
Dick Tracy, issue 7.
I want to start off the new arc, and if it still keeps me in there, I'll still keep picking it up. But I got to really start trimming down on some of these books. It's difficult when they're this good.
Yep.
Garen's been doing some wonderful writing on there.
Got a cool cover, the Dick Tracy.
Yeah. This was the one issue Valentine's Day special. So I figured if I was still getting it, might as well get it all. Red Coat is just one of my favorites coming out of this universe. Like I said, I have to trim certain stuff, but this one will not eliminate my pull list. Red Coat is a really interesting look at not only history, but how history is tied into this Ghost Machine universe.
Hyde Street.
This is another one that I'm always going to be picking up. It reminds me of kind of like, what is that? Dark Realm? No, not quite like Twilight Zone, but really those kind of weird, off the wall, chaotic stories. I can't. It's hard to tie in, or how to express, I should say, what the exactly going on, because you just get a hint. But these people have the option to escape their own little purgatorial style existence when they get a certain amount of points, and they get points by getting souls. So that's all we know at this point. Geiger. All right. I know I'm pretty far behind, but I have read issue number 11. So I read the first appearance of the, which is only on the end page, of the glowing woman. And then I am at 12 with the full appearance of the glowing woman. And I really been enjoying Geiger. It's such a solid story. That was the first introduction of all this Ghost Machine stuff. And G.I. Joe has been another solid one. Here we are getting a lot better understanding of how Cobra's working with Destro and what their end game is. But when they start directly colliding with some of these Transformers, which they've only had small, and thankfully for them, introductions in which they're easy to manipulate or at least, exercise their authority, is the only reason why it's worked out for them. But G.I. Joe has just been solid.
Aggressively relaxing.
Yo, Joe, absolutely. Appreciate you being here, buddy.
Void Rivals.
Now, this is what started this whole Energon universe outside of the free comic book day special. Void Rivals is what the first introduction that gave us this understanding of how the coexistence between the machine and outside of the machine existence of aliens, in the case of us, and here we are, this alien existence, have had to work together for usually the benefit of the machine. So I really been digging Void Rivals, and of them, it's been the longest running ongoing series in that Energon universe. It's just been solid.
Got Transformers 17.
As I made mention, I am far behind. We do have another box coming in about a week. Looking forward to getting into this whole Energon universe to catch up, because I know, like I said, I got another box coming. And I can't wait to get into this. The Transformers have been brutal. I mean, out of all the stories, the Transformer stories have been the most brutal out of all of them.
We got Space Ghost.
David Pepos is doing a magnificent job with the storyline. Again, this is first purchase just to go ahead and just kind of relive some nostalgia and a lot of my childhood memories. But this story has turned into far more than that. It's turned into one that I just been thoroughly enjoying. I can't see let loose as far as on my pull list anytime soon.
Got the Toxic Avenger.
This is issue number 4. I think I got one more, and they all come with the little trading card in the back. And yeah, I've been using Comic Clears just to really show off all the art. And yeah, this has been awesome. If you were ever into this character, this miniseries is just as good as all.
I've never done that ever.
He's throwing books around. He's just
I've never done that ever.
I'll just kick him around. That's fine. No, I'm not okay.
Anyways, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Okay.
We got Lucky Devils too.
Yeah, Lucky Devils has just been a neat and interesting way to go ahead and look at the manipulation of certain people and certain things to get what they want.
He's got the fire, the flame hair.
I really been enjoying this, and anybody that knows this writer knows that it's just has slight elements and a flavor of that 8 billion genies. And yeah, this is awesome. This first introduction issue number 1 was just so entertaining. Needs to be a movie.
The season.
This is an introduction of an ongoing series by Rick Remender, and what it is, the seasons are the name of the children by parents that have disappeared, along with the majority of the children. The only one around, I believe, is Winter. And I've already read issue number 1. It was quite some time. I really need to reread it now that issue number 2 just came out just the other day. And I'm looking forward to getting my other box, which will have issue number 2 in it. So, yeah, this was a great introduction to a series I'm looking forward to for quite some time.
This is a blank seasons.
I wanted to get at least one of the blanks. I think I might have another one.
Yeah, this is another one.
Yeah, I knew I wanted to get 2 because I'm going to see if I can get some art done this coming up weekend. Next weekend. This weekend? A weekend.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 6.
Yeah, this ongoing series has been really, really well written by Jason Aaron. And I'm still getting over the relationship these kids have got with one another right now. They're far beyond their little kid stages, and their relationship is not the way it used to be. It's fractured. It's in a healing stage that's forced to be reckoned with, and forces that have to be reckoned with are now impeding their ability to just hang out with one another and amend those relationships.
We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto.
Now, I met the guy who ended up writing this, and this guy is not only super nice, but he's writing a great story. This first introduction was a lot of fun. I do not know this character, Naruto, but I do know about the character, and I'm a huge Turtle fan. And whenever you do crossovers, I'm a sucker, and I'm getting them. So that's pretty much the story there. I did read issue number 1, and like I said, I only got to see pieces of issue 2.
This is Wind number 2, Power of the Blood.
Yeah, now this is a whole different. I think this is like the 3rd volume into this whole Wind series. Most people only read the first volume and didn't follow into volume 2, which was kind of an ending to a major battle. But Far was an ending to the war, which we're still experiencing here. Yeah, there's some heavy things going on here, and the battle's far from over, and we're looking at lands that's still ready to be taken over.
Night Watcher.
This is a branching off from the original story of TMNT, but it gives you a better understanding of what's going on to, how should I say, spoilers here now, of what's going on with Jenica and the newfound whole armor stuff. So I really have been liking how they're expanding this universe and how they're telling her tale in this expansion.
Got Mutant Nation 4.
Which this allows us to better understand the environment in which these TMNT characters are traversing right now. It took me a little while to have an understanding of how all these books were working with one another, but now as I get deeper into the storyline, I get it.
And The Last Ronin 3.
Yeah, Re-Evolution issue number 4. Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution. There we go. I've been really digging the story. It's been quite some time that I actually got to read this book. As far as issue number 3, I'm liking the involvement of Casey and her role, and the fact that the child is now the major sensei in all this series is really, really cool. That's it, isn't it, Kai?
That would be the bottom of the box.
Cool. Well, I appreciate everyone cruising on in.
Thank you.
And
thank you, community.
Until next time, we appreciate Kenneth and Aggressively Relaxing for cruising on through.
And anyone else who catches in the after.
And the rewind. Yeah, we appreciate you guys. And that's it from us at...
Oh, the legend popped up right at the end. My main is The Thing in Marvel Rivals. Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Well, what's your name so they can find you on Rivals if they ever play?
I don't actually know how to. I'd have to go check. I don't know it by heart. Anyways,
okay.
That's us from
What to
Comic Talk.
Until next time. Thanks for watching.